Imagine if just 10 minutes a day could completely change how motivated you feel. Not more discipline, not more willpower, just 10 minutes of training your brain. Most people think motivation is something you either have or you don't, but neuroscience shows something surprising. Motivation is actually a skill you can train. And today, I'll show you exactly how to do it in just 10 minutes every day. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever felt motivated for a few days and then suddenly lost all energy to keep going, you're not alone. The truth is, motivation isn't about pushing harder, it's about training your brain the right way. In this video, you'll learn a simple 10-minute daily method that can help you stay motivated longer, stop procrastinating, and make progress on your goals consistently. And the best part? It's backed by psychology and brain science. So make sure to hit like, subscribe for more psychology-based self-improvement videos, and let's get started. Before we train motivation, you first need to understand why it disappears. Your brain runs on something called dopamine. Dopamine is the chemical responsible for drive, focus, and motivation. But here's the problem. Modern habits are destroying your dopamine balance. Endless scrolling, constant notifications, instant entertainment. These things give quick dopamine spikes, and when your brain gets used to easy dopamine, normal tasks like studying, working, or exercising start to feel boring and painful. So motivation drops, not because you're lazy, but because your brain is trained for instant rewards. The good news? You can retrain your brain, and it starts with a simple daily habit. Here's the core idea. Every morning, take 2 minutes to visualize your goal. Close your eyes and imagine your life you want, the progress you want, the person you're becoming. Psychologists call this mental rehearsal. Your brain begins treating that future as something real and possible. This activates motivation circuits in the brain because when your brain sees a clear reward, it wants to move toward it. Next, set one tiny goal for the day. Not a huge goal, a micro goal. For example, instead of saying, I will study for 5 hours, say, I will study for 10 minutes. Instead of I will work out for an hour, say, I will do 5 push-ups. Why? Because small goals remove mental resistance, and once you start, momentum takes over. Now comes the most important step. You work on your task for just 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes. Here's the psychological trick. Your brain hates starting difficult tasks, but once you begin, your brain releases dopamine for progress, and suddenly the task becomes easier. Most of the time, those 5 minutes turn into 30 minutes or more, but even if they don't, you still built a powerful habit.
Here's where the real magic happens. This routine creates something called a motivation loop. Action, progress, dopamine, motivation, more action. Most people wait for motivation first, but successful people do the opposite. They start with small action. That action creates progress. Progress releases dopamine, and dopamine creates motivation. So motivation is not the starting point. Action is. Now let's talk about the biggest enemy of motivation, overthinking. When you think too much about a task, your brain starts imagining difficulty, stress, and effort, and suddenly the task feels overwhelming. This is why the 10-minute rule works. It bypasses thinking. You simply start. No debate, no negotiation with your brain, just action. And the more often you do this, the easier motivation becomes. So let's quickly recap the 10-minute motivation method. First, spend 2 minutes visualizing your future. Second, set one small micro goal. Third, work on it for just 5 minutes. That's it. 10 minutes of brain training. But when done consistently, it rewires how your brain responds to effort, progress, and rewards. And slowly, motivation stops feeling like a struggle. It becomes something natural. Now I'm curious, what is one goal you want to stay motivated for this year? Comment it below. I read every comment. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out the next video where we talk about how to stop procrastinating using psychology. Remember, motivation isn't something you wait for, it's something you train, and it only takes 10 minutes a day. I'll see you in the next video.